This section is all about what the customer does when underway. It highlights the rules of the road and the most important responsibilities of the boat operator. Knowing and following the rules of the road will help your customers stay safe and avoid collisions. On the checklist, the rules of the road show what every boater needs to do to avoid collisions. This is not just a way to be polite, it's the law. Take extra time to ensure your customer really understands these rules, especially if they are going to be operating on a waterway with lots of traffic or if the operator does not have a lot of experience. When crossing the path of another boat, yield, or give way, to the boat on the right or starboard side of the vessel. When there is the threat of a collision, it is the customer's responsibility to slow down and stop. When meeting another boat head-on, steer to the right. When overtaking another boat, pass to either the port or starboard side, but only at a safe distance. Be sure to yield to all unpowered boats such as canoes, kayaks, or sailboats, and stay clear of all commercial boats. Besides the rules of the road, there are more safety precautions your customer should know about when underway. It is the responsibility of the boat operator to always maintain a proper lookout. They need to watch out for swimmers, hazards, markers, other boats, and anything else that may be on the water. If the operator's view is obstructed, or if there is a lot of traffic on the water, they should reduce their speed and appoint other guests to act as a second lookout. Make sure your customers understand they must operate the boat at safe speeds or they could face fines or even charges under the criminal code. When they are near shore, boats, or swimmers, or when conditions are bad, they need to be extra cautious and slow down. Some of the worst boating incidents happen when speed or distance is misjudged. Your customers need to be aware of how the boat's wake may affect others when choosing their speed. It can damage other vessels, docks, and the shoreline. It can also be a risk for swimmers, divers, and people on small boats that might capsize. At this point in the safety orientation, you have already made your customers aware of any buoys or signage they may come across in the area of operation. For this checkpoint, you are simply reminding them of their responsibility to respond appropriately whenever they encounter these, and that they may face fines or charges if they ignore them. Boats provide a great opportunity to swim and dive, but caution is necessary. Never jump or dive from a moving boat. Only swim or dive when the motor is off, the keys are removed, and the propeller has stopped. Your customer does not want to find him or herself in a situation where their unmanned boat is being carried away by the wind or current, so ensure they know to anchor the boat or have the operator remain on board whenever they decide to enjoy getting in the water. Weather and water conditions play a big role in safety. Ideally, your customers should only be boating when the weather and forecast are good, but we all have plenty of experience when the forecast and the actual day aren't quite the same. For starters, rental companies should be tuned into the most current marine forecast and be aware of any local factors that may cause weather conditions to differ from the forecast. This information should be passed on to the customer. Even knowing the forecast, thunderstorms can strike with little warning, so remind your customers to watch the sky and be alert to changing conditions. If it starts to look dark and cloudy and conditions are changing quickly, they need to head for shore. If possible, let them know in advance the best places to seek shelter.